take advantage of a great advertising opportunity. Act now and take advantage of our ad specials that we have going on. For a complete menu of our advertising options, please email us at billyl.sharp2015@gmail.com. That's billyl.sharp.
Y'all looking beautiful. We taping it also, so we got everything going on today.
Success advertising with us.
It ain't nothing but a regular show. Don't be nervous. Let's do it.
I'm William Marshall, and you're listening to my CD, Noel Star. You're also listening to...
Yeah, I ain't getting no sound. How they gonna hear? Oh, you're on the Facebook. I got you.
Welcome, Mrs. Gohlstin, Reverend Gohlstin.
How you doing?
Our guest.
So thank you.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Special guests in the house. Lord have mercy. I wanted to bring them in a little bit later, but they're here. The Gohlstins in the house. Turn that country music up. It's the world. We did back then. You okay, Miss Gohlstin? Is that too high, too low? I get you something lower. Lower?
Yeah.
Bring this young lady a lower chair, please. Billy Sharp says she
Can I
needs.
take this chair? This
Lord have
too
mercy.
low?
Just take that right on out there, Miss Gohlstin.
Right, you put it right over there.
Oh! We got special guests in the house. It's gonna be a packed house. And guess what? DJ Talking John, you forgot to cut the air conditioner on. Bam, bam. Oh! That better? That better? You sure?
Yes.
If the world, give him a little bit of the flavor, Billy Sharp. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
We eat each other. Give me a little flavor, sir. Bum, bum, bum. Don't worry about it. I want to hear a little bit of country. Bum, bum, bum. I don't want to have fun all by myself. Back then. One last stanza. Just a kid with the wind. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Thank you. Like we did like this. See, I'm from Garland, North Carolina. We had a back porch. When I came to Cleveland, we had a back porch for a minute and a front porch. I don't know what y'all did made us where we couldn't sit on a front porch, back porch no more. Listen, welcome to the show. Common Sense Radio at its finest, the University of Common Sense Radio show. Country music, we like to do country music our first hour. Billy Sharp, we might have to open the door. I'll do it myself because it looks like all the air is out of, the air conditioner is off for some reason. We'll get it. Don't worry about it, Billy. Right now, we're going to go straight to the newsroom and Billy Sharp in the newsroom.
All right, so I just want to welcome everybody into the studio and welcome our special guest, Mr. and Mrs. Gohlstin. So this is the Weekend Headline News. Weekend Headline News is sponsored by Billy Sharp Omni Media, who is hosting the summit, a community conversation. Please check your egos at the door. This conversation will be held at the East Cleveland Library on October the 25th. Doors will open at 11 a.m. The program will start promptly at 12 noon. All right, Weekend Headline News. Jimmy Kimmel returned to the air this week as he was under fire from our president who put pressure by way of the SEC to have him removed. He came back this week. Now, Nexstar and the other news organization that kept him off the air will put him back on the air beginning as of last Friday. So Jimmy Kimmel is back on the air. We need to pay attention to our First Amendment rights. Former FBI Director James Comey has been indicted under 2 charges, again, by way of pressure from our president. former FBI director has been indicted. So let's pay close attention to that case. All right, how the president will get more power under a government shutdown. Government shutdown looms over the country October the 1st, I believe. If Republicans and Democrats do not come to an agreement. Now, a shutdown will give the president expanded power. Give him expanded power, so let's pay attention to that as well. We need to be paying attention to a lot of things.
Yes.
Wow. All right, where are we at? Present Mayor Eric Adams today, this morning, this is breaking news, this morning dropped out of his bid to become New York's next mayor. He cited he cited financial difficulties that the election office there is holding $4 million of his money, so he cannot adequately get his message out. So this morning, he made a videotape and dropped out. Cleveland City Council is saying that Mayor Bivens has put pressure on a staffer and demanded that he get fired. The staffer, Stephen Ray, is accused of downloading confidential records that he did not have privy to. So we got to watch that. I think Council President Blaine Griffin did a press conference this week behind that. All right, this is your week, and this is your 6-day forecast. Monday is sunny. It's going to be hot next week. Monday, sunny, high 73, low 60. Tuesday, sunny again, high 72, low 56. Wednesday, partly cloudy, high 66, low 51. And Thursday, same thing, partly cloudy, high 68, low 53. Friday, sun is back, high 72, low 56. And Saturday, high 74, low 58. So it's going to be hot next week. Let's be prepared. All right, our TikTok song of the week is The Temptations' Disco Inferno. So we'll be hearing that next week. And Art is back to you. That is your week in headline news.
All right, thank you so much, Brother Sharp. Thank you so much, Brother Sharp. Listen, at the 5:30 hour, we will have a special event, special presentation. It is called This Is Your Life, and it's live right here on the air, 1490 WERE, newstalkcleveland.com. Listen, we're zooming millions of listeners. Listen, this is the life of seniors. What we're doing at the 5:30 hour, we'll be honoring and celebrating and shining the spotlight on our outstanding many precious seniors, distinguished seniors. We'll be honoring their history. We'll recognize their accomplishment and involvement at home and community. Lord have mercy. 5:30, we'll have much fun. We'll have drama. We'll have excitement, pain, knowledge, and much, much more. Lord have mercy. Again, dedicated seniors, we're going to talk about them. And for this particular series coming up at 5:30, This Is Your Life series honoring, Lord have mercy, honoring the Reverend Benjamin and Elaine Gohlstin. Wow, what a distinguished couple. Listen, Elaine Gohlstin, we're going to go into the introduction of who they are at 5:30. We're going to get this all this out the way, and then we're going to just bring them in, and we're just going to do it with them from 5:30 on. We have a program that the Circle One has planned for them. The Circle One, the Circle Group Traffic, understand? And they're such a great group. And they're going to introduce themselves, Miss Candid Jones and all of them, Reverend Benfar and all of them. They'll do that themselves as they present to the Gohlstins here. The Gohlstins are sharp and out of sight. But right now, before we go into that, I'd like to give you a little news and reviews. Of course, you know that this is what they call Prostate Cancer Month. And you know, some amazing stats, Ms. Gohlstin, that goes right along with prostate cancer, and it is known that it affects 75% of black men more than others. They got all kind of ways that they say that it happens to black men, but the fact of the black men, they say if you're in a room and 5 men are in the room, one of them got prostate cancer. Understand? That's you understand? So who got it in here? See that? See what I mean? And see what a great testimony that is. And Brother Gohlstin is still looking good. And so we're gonna let Mr. Gohlstin talk about all of that along with his honor. So we're gonna talk about that also. But also, do you know this doesn't bother the Gohlstin, but it bothers me a lot. The Ohio ends police quotas. Y'all know what quota is? What is it? Talk to me. Huh?
Quotas of a portion, or I can't think of the word I want. Move on, though. Let me hold up the show.
No, you're doing good. This particular quota and the governor himself, Governor DeWine, made this. Mike DeWine made this himself. He says that the law now in Ohio is that the policeman can no longer have quotas. Well, you got to get this many tickets, or we're gonna, or you'll be fined, or you'll get. You know, so it's a. Beg pardon?
It should have never been that way.
I understand that. Well, you tell me who got a lot of tickets about that, okay, Billy Sharp, because it's never been that way. Been the tickets that I got.
Okay.
It's a testimony,
No,
but.
no, I said it should have never been.
I understand. I understand, brother. I understand. Don't get sensitive. I'm the one getting the tickets, not you. You're a great driver. I understand. But no, it's the quotas. They finally stopped the quotas, and so Ohio joins more than 24 states, including Michigan, Pennsylvania, Texas, that have banned quotas. Advocates have argued such law can reduce necessary stops and lower tension between officers and the community. And it also says that certain neighborhoods are targeted more for this type of action, which we already know.
What neighborhoods those are, of course.
Beg pardon?
We know what neighborhoods those
Absolutely,
are.
absolutely, yes. No doubt about it. Okay, so this is a very interesting tidbit I want to share with you, and it bothers me, but it is what it is. How Trump nearly doubled his support for black voters. After the presidential election in November, exit polls suggest that Donald Trump could credit his victory to the support of young adults, voters lacking a college degree, Hispanic, and black men. His improvement among black voters was noteworthy at the time, but new data based on voters who participated and confirmed the state election records confirmed that his share was historic. I'll give you one more paragraph. Trump is the first Republican president nominated in nearly half of a century to win at least 15% of this block of black voters. Wow. And particularly, this means that nearly doubled his support for black voting compared to 2020, increased from 5% to 10% among women and 21% among black voters, particularly young black men. I can go into it further, but it's amazing, isn't it?
That's disturbing.
It's disturbing.
It's
not
disturbing.
But it goes on to say, and I won't take much time. Though his continued support historically for black colleges, this is one of the reasons they said they voted for him, was welcome. He haven't yet kept his word on nearly every other policy promises made to the black group. Their economic situation is worsening. Unemployment is up. Income and homeowners are down. And I go on and on and on. Okay.
So why would it take a charlatan to say I'm going to give money to historical black colleges where historical black colleges should be funded by us solely? I really get agitated when we talk about this, because this person made a promise that he's going to give to historically black colleges. We said, okay, that's great, but why would we have to have our hand out? Why would our colleges even be in need of funding when they're historically black colleges? We should be funding those colleges ourselves.
All right, I hear what you're saying. Tell that to the 20% of the black voters that voted for him on the premise of whatever. Okay, I'm
I'm gonna
only
get into that in a second.
okay. I'm only the bearer of the news. All right. One more subject I wanted to get into. The new downtown safety patrol. They have a new car pursuit policy. Will soon set higher bars for deputies. In other words, last year the deputies, the mayor and others, they said they want to make downtown Cleveland a little bit more safer, and so they brought on this special unit of deputized deputies to make it more safer. But what happened was, in their safety measures, they began to do pursuits, fast pursuits downtown.
Yes.
And because of that, 3 innocent people were killed innocently because of these pursuits.
Yes.
So many groups and people started raising heck. And you know who the pursuits were against, right?
Of course, yes.
Black people, all right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Even downtown.
Right.
And so, the new car pursuit policy will soon set higher bar for deputies. You understand? After 3 deaths and months of pressure, Calhoun County is making a change in their policy pursuit. All right. And finally, we'll discuss this later if you like to. I'm just giving you some hot news right now that's going on. And finally, well, I won't give you that story right now. We'll save that. We have enough on our plate right now. But listen, this is a hot program, and we're going to get right into it. Billy Sharp, anybody want to make any comments before we get into our regular presentation?
All right, so I'm gonna, unless somebody else has something before I do. Okay, so about the presidential election. So I'm on the ground, and I'm hearing from young people at that time the reason why they were going to vote for Donald Trump, because they believed falsely that he was a successful businessman. He had several businesses that went bankrupt. Successful businessmen don't have bankruptcy. Number 2 was that he kept it real. A lot of people I know keep it real, but I don't want them to operate on me or lead the country or hold public office just because somebody keeps it real. I think we need to do, as a culture, we need to do research before we cast our vote. I put a lot of this on self-responsibility. I, like others at this table, were out beating the alarm. We talked about Project 2025. We ran around talking about that, but it fell on deaf ears because we had a carpetbagger who was making a lot of noise. Have you ever seen somebody who has been in the media every single day since he came down the escalator? Every day. I mean, I'm just so sick of watching this person on. I mean, every day. It's not one day goes by that he doesn't do something to get in front of the camera. It's really sickening.
It is.
I invite anybody else to opine.
Yes, sir. Take the mic.
Yes.
There you
One
go.
of the things I would like to say is that we need to, like Brother Sharp is saying, do our research. If Cuyahoga County is a model for the rest of the country, we represent, African Americans represent 28.9% of the population of the county. 90% of African American women voted for Kamala Harris. 82% of African American men voted for Kamala Harris. Yet, all right, Kamala only carried the county by 3 points. So that tells me that white Democrats, men and women, and Hispanics went that way also, because he carried the black community. She carried the black community. He did not, but he carried the other community. So we have to be very aware of what's going on.
We have to be aware of what's going on.
Absolutely.
And understand that looking at this last primary that we just went through, any ward, as you know, has 10,000 people on the voter rolls. I looked at the numbers. A candidate won by 400 and some votes, which make it to the top 2. That's ridiculous. That is utterly ridiculous. So either I think we're disengaged because we're so splintered. Our minds are on big screen TVs and other things, and so we're missing the big picture. And that's what the summit is about. We got to get back to basics. We have an African American cultural garden that sits. We just had the One World Fest that sits as a blight on us because we've had black mayors, we had black councilmen, we had black state representatives. Why is that not funded? Now, I don't understand the $1 million price tag, but still by now, that project should be done. As they erase our history, we talk about bringing Harriet Tubman down from the Smithsonian website. As they erase our history, we got to get that done before they can erase that.
All right, moving right along. Tylenol. Let me tell you a story. I know you all don't know nothing about this, but one time in my life, I went to prison, and while I was in prison, I went to the prison doctor one day, cause my forehead was turning black and breaking out real bad on the forehead. So I went to the doctor, and I said, "Doctor, look at my forehead, man. I'm in bad shape." He looked at me. He said, "I don't see nothing." I said, "Doctor, look at the little white doctor." I said, "Doctor, look closely. Don't you see how look at this part of my skin now?" He said, "I don't see nothing." And then he said, Dr. Gohlstin, he said, "Take 2 Tylenol." So I'm trying to tell you a story here that has been a part of my life, that in certain segments, they always told me, "Take 2 Tylenol." And I Tylenol, I don't want no Tylenol. They ain't gonna help me. I'm hurting. No, take 2 Tylenol. So it's very interesting that all of a sudden, our chief executive say, "Don't take Tylenol." Listen, I'm not in it one way or another. I'm just telling you a story of my life. Take 2 Tylenol.
So he's being advised by somebody who had a brain worm in his head. Somebody had a brain worm in his head that was eating at his brain, and this person, our president, is taking counsel from. So now Tylenol, what is it? Is it small? What did he say he called it? Smallpox?
No.
It's a
Kennedy?
yeah.
No, it's called, man, you made me, it'll come to me. Continue.
But anyway, so he said Tylenol now causes a disease that has been largely eradicated, but now he doesn't want you to take Tylenol. We want everybody to join this conversation, so call us at 216-578-1490. Join the conversation, 216-578-1490. But again, so the president did a press conference this past week and slammed Tylenol. I think the company of Tylenol may have a lawsuit against the president. I remember when the beef manufacturers sued Oprah Winfrey because she told people that beef wasn't good for them. So I can't imagine that Tylenol is going to bend the knee and not sue Trump for repeatedly on TV telling people not to take Tylenol because it may cause a disease.
Well, I don't want to get into the heavy talk. That's your point. I just really, it was really humorous to me because I still hear in my voice, "Take 2 Tylenol. Take Tylenol." Yes, sir.
Well, let's take this call real quick.
There might be a good book that you might want to read. It's called Medical Apartheid by Harriet Washington.
Yes, sir. Say that one more time, sir. Put it back a little closer to you.
Medical
Yeah,
Apartheid.
put the mic itself. Yes, sir. There you go. All right, good.
Medical Apartheid by Harriet Washington, which is a book that shares the dark history of medical experimentation on Black Americans from colonial times to as recent as 2007. It is a history of medical experimentation on African Americans, and some of the things we need to take and pay attention to and watch is in this book.
Somebody's phone or something.
No, that was just a little bumpy.
So let's go to the phone line.
Okay, hold on 1 minute. We'll go to the phone one. Miss Pat, there's one thing that I wanted to say to you, and that is soon we will be having what we call the best dressed pastor in Cleveland. All right. It'll be a yearly event, and those who have sharp pastors, like my pastor Randy Reed, I think he's the sharpest pastor in Cleveland. All right. Some of you all might think Brother Gohlstin, who's sharp right now, is the best pastor, is sharpest pastor in Cleveland. So this is going to be an annual event. And who your pastor? You might think your pastor is the sharpest pastor in Cleveland. So and we're gonna, the winner will be able to get more sharper because he's gonna be presented with more clothes and stuff. So if you think your pastor is the sharpest pastor in Cleveland, it's gonna be an annual contest. And Miss Pat, you're good at these kind of things. I'd like for you to take this by the ball and roll with it.
Well, it sounds like a great idea. But I already know who the number one pastor or two is. But Mr. Gohlstin, he's on the list too.
He's not number one.
He's on the list. You're trying to get me next Sunday.
I would defer to a classmate of mine from Bishop College.
Okay.
And that's Larry Howard.
Okay.
All right. And I think all of us will come in second to Larry.
Okay.
216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Calling you live on the air. Go ahead.
Hello, this is Dolores Gray for.
Go ahead.
And I'm listening to the conversation. At first, I wanted to say hello to the Gohlstins. Elaine Gohlstin and Reverend Gohlstin, they are mentors. I will call them mentors of mine, as well as for my two boys. And I greatly, greatly appreciate them. They are some powerful people.
Thank you, Dolores.
Thank you, Dolores. Thank you.
Yes, but I also wanted to mention, when you were talking about the Tylenol, regarding what they were saying, the disease that they're talking about, well, it's autism.
Oh, that's it, autism. Thank
They
you.
were saying that it creates autism, and that is not a true fact.
There are no studies that back that up.
Before Tylenol was made. So I believe it may play some contributing to I can't even say the word, some factors on any type of disease that's happening, but it's really mainly for pain. So I do not follow the controversy or, the things that they're saying about it.
Thank you, Dolores. If I gave you a PowerPoint to talk about the Gohlstins in a minute, what would be your outstanding? Because you told us a lot, but what could you say to them powerful right now if I meet the listeners?
What I would say, I would say that is powerful is that they, to me, people who have God with them, that's powerful. They are people of God, and they live by that standard, and they breathe by that standard. And that's what I love about them.
All right, thank you for your phone call. No doubt about it.
All right, we're gonna keep it moving, Mr. Gohlstin. A lot of people want to talk to you. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Calling you live on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Judge Antonio Nicholson, and I just wanted to give a 1-minute shout out to the Gohlstins.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Tony.
The Gohlstins are a couple who are not afraid to hear a young man's just cause. They listened to my just cause. We sat down. I'll never forget that day that we had breakfast. And today is the day, and now I'm a judge. And I really appreciate everything that they did to help contribute to that. So today, I would like to give a huge shout out from the bottom of my heart, from the Cuyahoga County Court of Common Pleas, courtroom 17C. Thank you for everything.
You are
Enjoy the day.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Calling you live on the air. Go ahead.
This is Big Sheriff calling in on this special tribute show to the Gohlstins. First of all, I want to say before I even get into any report that I was going to do, that they are the example of a power couple that fears the Creator Most High. They have managed to represent spiritually as well as politically. I appreciate the work that they have even put in on such great causes such as Women's March Cleveland and other things like that. So I just wanted to thank them for setting that example and thank your show for having them on. And this came from, of course, Maddie B's Floral Arrangements, 216-990-6580. I don't have to get into much of a sports report because, unfortunately, the Browns lost big in Detroit, 34-10. The good news, Ohio State Buckeyes, they are, of course, 4-0 after winning 24-6 in Washington, facing the Washington Huskies. Of course, as of right now, the Cleveland Guardians are in a tough nail biter against the Texas Rangers. They're losing 5-4, but at least they are going to the baseball playoffs no matter what happens, as they clinch the wild card, and they might clinch the division if the Detroit Tigers continue to lose, which they're doing right now, 4-3 against the Boston Red Sox in the top of the ninth. This has been my sports report, and again, we thank those people who are paying tribute to the Gohlstin. We appreciate that couple. God bless.
Yes.
Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Can somebody do me a favor and call Louis to see if he's trying to get in? All right. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Calling you live on the air. Mike.
Good evening, Gohlstin. This is Tara Wanda, and I'm from the Eastern Empowerment Organization.
Hey, Tara Lawanda.
Hi, Billy. How are you?
I'm good. You want to tribute to the Gohlstins?
It's a pleasure to come on and talk about a pillar of community that I've been watching for years, and I want to just piggyback off of what you've been saying before, that they are an example of what community and community looks like. And so, you know, I'm from the norm and bring it out the solution to things like it to hear and knowledge from them all the time. So, you know, I just want to jump on here and put my voice in that in the air and let them know that they have been watched over the years and that we really appreciate the example that they have set for us.
Thank you, Tara Lawanda.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes. Have a good evening, everybody.
You too. Thank you so much.
Billy, if you will,
Go ahead.
I would just like to thank Art, you, and Solomon, and Reverend Farr, and the other people who have made this possible for us. You are a pillar of the community for doing this, reaching out. It's very often, very seldom that people who contribute to our community get the kind of exposure that you folks are doing, and we appreciate you for what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank
You're welcome.
Well, I can say I got to run with Mr. and Mrs. Gohlstin at Grandparents and Family Day. They ran me crazy. I had to ride around in the cart and keep up with both of them. I had a wonderful time. I personally want to thank the two of you. Number one, for being a beacon of light. As one of the callers said, politically and otherwise. I remember first meeting Miss Gohlstin up at Harvard Community Center. I don't know what I was there for. I think it was Young Black Democrats when I was president, and it was a candidates forum. And I heard this big voice up at the microphone. I looked up, and there's a little lady up there. I said, "That's Gohlstin." So later on, I went up and shook her hand, and we met, and I've admired her ever since. Again, the two of you beacons of light. And then thirdly, for supporting Grandparents and Family Day. You guys the fiscal agent for that, and it's a program I know is dear to my heart and Louis Moore's heart.
Yes.
So again, thank you for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the start of the program of This Is Your Life. Listen, we're live on the air, 1490 WERE, newstalkcleveland.com, zooming all over the world, millions of listeners. Listen, this vision came during the COVID epidemic. As we saw so many of our seniors leaving us without any fanfare or nothing, they were just gone. And the vision came to us that we must honor our distinguished, honorable seniors while we can, recognizing their accomplishments, their involvement at home and in the community. And therefore, as I turn this over to the circle group, traffic, they're the ones that really, we had the vision, but without them, we would be nothing. And they said this is going to be the first couple that they honor, Reverend Benjamin Gohlstin and Miss Elaine Gohlstin. So before I have a young lady that's going to sing live to them, DJ Talking John, could you hit Miss Gohlstin up with a little something? Hallelujah. That's my Harriet Jackson. You're taking me back. Yes. Reverend Farr?
Yes.
It is your time and your group time to make your presentation.
All right. Thank you, Brother Art. We appreciate it. We want to say thank you to you and your fabulous work that you do on the radio and in our community. We also want to thank your partner, Mr. Billy Sharp, for the service and the effort that he put forth in our community. Today, we have a special guest that we want to honor, Mr. and Mrs. or Reverend Rabbi Gohlstin, Benjamin Gohlstin, and Mrs. Gohlstin. We have their honorees today. We're honoring them in the This Is Your Life series. And the Circle group, as you know, Brother Art is here to give a special tribute to the Gohlstins. Yes. And all of the Circle group members are here, but they're not here, but they are here in spirit.
Yes.
So you always say, Brother Art, make mention of all the Circle group members. And before we get into the actual program, I want to just give the names of those Circle group members. And that is the Circle group. We start with Miss Candace Jones, Reverend Ben Fair, Mrs. Patricia Ann Solomon, Mr. Louis Moore, Mrs. Wyvern Cawthon, Mr. Mike Seals, Mrs. Shan Pittman, Mr. Matt Murray, Miss Dr. Gwen Jarvis, and Miss Joanne Holly. These are the members of the Circle group, and we're going to present this special tribute to the Gohlstins on today. And we're going to begin, I know that we had on our schedule the bio for Reverend Gohlstin, who will be read by Mr. Mike Seals. But just before we do that, we want to give a little tribute to the Gohlstins in a song. So the song that we want to sing first is is Amazing Grace. And then the next song we will sing would be God Has Done Great Things.
Down for the years.
Yeah, Down Through the Years. I'm sorry. Down Through the Years.
Yes, sir.
That's the favorite song of Reverend Gohlstin. So we're going to attempt to do those songs a cappella. So Miss Sharon Pittman and I are going to try and do those. All right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
So we're going to start with Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears release.
Oh, yes.
How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Through daily dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come till grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Yes, thank you, Lord.
Down through the years, God's been good to me. You know, down through the years, God's been good to me. You know, down through the years, God's been good to me. He's been good. He's been good. Always good. You know, the devil had me bound.
All right.
The Lord's been good to me. You know, the devil had me bound.
Yes.
The Lord's been good to me.
Yes.
You know the devil had me bound.
That's right.
The Lord's been good to me. You know the Lord's been good to me. Yeah.
Save my soul.
So, right. Yes, at this time we're going to have Reverend Dr. Benjamin Gohlstin's bio read by Mr. Mike Seals.
Reverend Benjamin F. Gohlstin, born to Mary Elizabeth Jackson on January 26, 1939, in Macon, Georgia. Married to Elaine Gohlstin, he's a father, stepfather, grandfather, and great-grandfather. Education, he holds a Bachelor of Theology from Bishop College / Temple Baptist College, Bible College, and Seminary. Accepted Christ at the early age of 7, baptized by Reverend C.J. Thompson at New Bethlehem Baptist Church, Cleveland, Ohio. Called to preach in 1965. Responded to the call on November 22, 1970. Licensed by Reverend Sterling E. Glover, Emmanuel Baptist Church. Ordained on September 18, 1983. By Reverend Calvin Washington, True Way Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas. Past/current community involvement, past member of Board of Governors, Cuyahoga County Mental Health Board, founder and CEO of Ministerial Crisis Center, co-founder and president of Hunger Network of Greater Cleveland, chapter member, Zeta Kappa, chapter of Omega Psi Phi, fellow Leadership Academy, Levin College, Cleveland State University graduate, a fellow National Center for the Neighborhood of Development Leadership Institute, past chaplain, United Pastors in Admission, board member, past chair of Adams Board of Cuyahoga County, co-founder and president of G Super PAC, awarded outstanding service at Cleveland Metropolitan Bar Association, awarded outstanding service at Adams CC Board, awarded lifetime achievement from President Joseph Biden, awarded lifetime achievement Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Inc., Zeta Kappa Kappa Chapter, CEO of Ministries Crisis Center, organizer and past pastor of Heritage Community Baptist, 30 years, volunteer, advisor, and consultant to Serenity Health and Wellness Corporation. He's also a certified grief relief specialist, church ministries. He's pastor, Heritage Community Baptist Church, executive director, Ministerial Crisis Center, interim director of Christian Education, Fidelity Baptist Church founder, Church League Basketball of Cleveland Youth Director, Hopewell Baptist Church, Birmingham, Alabama, instructor, HIV Council, Ryan White Consultorium board member, Southern Christian Leadership Conference, Cleveland chapter, past professor of theology, Temple Theological Center, office and organizations, past precinct committee, 3G, and past ward leader, Cleveland Heights, founder and past master, New Jerusalem Masonic Lodge, Dallas, Texas, member of King Solomon Masonic Lodge, number 2, special assistance to president of Bishop College, President Vernon McDaniel, past student representative to Dean Council Academic, chaplain of the Student Senate, Bishop College, past president, Veterans Club and Astronomy Club, Bishop College, past Chief Drug Counselor, Friendly Inn Neighborhood House Co-Chair, Constituent Coordinating Council, Cleveland Drug Abuse Center, under CAAA Convener, Area Youth Advocate Program, Let's Get Acquainted with Cleveland, Trustee, Shoes for Kids Advisory Board Member, One Church, One Child Representative, Minority Organ Tissue Transplant Education Program Representative, Tuberculosis Council, Metro Hospital, past president of the Ohio Men's Political Action Committee, past chaplain, Omega Psi Fraternity Inc., Zeta Kappa Kappa Chapter. My Lord, Reverend. That is quite a resume. It gives validity to what they say. You know, let the works that I've done speak for me. And you've certainly done that.
Amen.
So-
Brother Art, do you know?
Well, let me say this one thing real quick. Miss Gohlstin, you ought to be shaming yourself. You ought to be. You got a man like this, Miss Gohlstin. Lord have mercy. No wonder you be smiling and stuff. My goodness. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, but I just want to say that was not a book that he read. That was Reverend Gohlstin's bio.
Oh my goodness, Lord,
The
beautiful.
title.
So, Reverend Gohlstin, I know I saw some light over there. Excelsior Lodge 11.
Well, I'm just a man, begotten of a man, yet born of a woman, raised from the dead, level living. Okay, you know. All right.
God bless you. We're moving on. Although Reverend Gohlstin had a bio like a book, the power behind the throne
It's the Lord.
is, as he said, the Lord is Mrs. Gohlstin. So we're going to have Mrs. Gohlstin's bio read by Miss Sharon Pittman.
So what I might want to do, continue to talk. I might want to bring Miss Gohlstin's bio after the break. Let me find out. Y'all continue to talk.
Okay.
Continue to show.
Yeah,
Let me find out.
so what I would do is let Mr. Gohlstin respond to his bio, and then because depending on time, if we got to take a break, then we'll bring Miss Gohlstin's bio in the second hour. So, Reverend, you want to elaborate on your?
You know, everything that I am above nothing, I owe to God.
Yes.
He has called me. I ran from it for 6 years, but then when I responded, he has used me in a multiplicity of ways, and I'm grateful to him that he has given me the vision and the resources to carry things out, and he gave me a great partner, all right, to walk beside me, all right, and there have been days when I wanted to throw it in and say, you know, and give it up, and she said, no, come on, man, come on, no, let's pick it up and keep going. You know, people, I've known Art for more than 60 years. You know, we go back to when hanging out at Uncle George's pool room out on 81st Wade Park. People like Art, people like you, people like Louis, all right, of Wine Sci-Fi, like Reverend Farr, my colleague and sidekick, Charlie Bibb, who's no longer with us, all right. People like Carl Stokes and Lou Stokes, who reached out and allowed me to do some things when I was a young man, but yet had confidence in me, that allowed me to develop and do the kinds of things that I've done. I want to go back to something Art said earlier. I had a wonderful black doctor, Dr. Ron Adams at Cleveland Clinic. August the 28th passed. I'm a 15-year prostate cancer survivor, but my doctor stayed on top of things. When I missed my checkup, my yearly checkup, he would call me. And in 2010, he said, man, you didn't come in at 9. And you coming in here, we need to check you. And when we did, my PSA was 4. And your PSA has to be below 4 below.
Yes.
And he said, there's a possibility. Sent me to Dr. Walter Altman, a wonderful urologist, also at Cleveland Clinic. Did a biopsy. one side of the prostate was 4, the other side was 7. 4 and 3, which made 7. And I opted to have. He gave me the opportunity. He gave me the 4 methods of treatment: chemo, total removal, another, and seeds. All right, so I took I have had 102 seeds implanted, and I have been. God has blessed me, brought me through those seeds into His healing presence, and I'm thankful and grateful for that. And I encourage all black men, go find you a good black doctor. I know there's another good one, Gregory Hall. All right, Dr. Gregory Hall. He has a wonderful vitamin, Gen X, for generated or developed for African Americans. There's some things that we should not have that the other ones have, and there's some things that are not sufficient that's in his. All right, so it has of black people under 50 and those of us over 50. Find you a good black doctor, all right, male or female, and let them take care of you.
Well, I had a question if I can slide it in before the break. How much time? Okay. So, Mr. Gohlstin, when you were younger, what kind of drove you to go a different way? What kind of motivated you to be involved and do the stuff that you later came to do? When
I was younger, I was incorrigible. Right? I was in a gang. I carried 2 straight razors and a machete, and I would cut you rather than look at you. I had a single-edged razor blade kind of in my hat. And I'd take my hat off and go to hitting you with it, and that blade would jump out and cut you. Well, my father belonged to the mafia. He was the policy man. He pulled for the Old Kentucky, the Night House, Goldfield, and the R&B. All right, and so we did not come up. All right, but I always, it's the Holy Spirit. Always had a love for the church. All right, and I don't care what I did. I always found myself in church on Sunday. And out of that, my pastor told me at the time, C.J. Thompson, said, when you were 7 years old and joined the church, you brought the Sunday school summary, all right, to the church. And I told my wife then I would preach. And so right. God has used me.
Do me a favor, because we got to go to break. We're going to pick this up on the other side. So join us. This is the Art McCoy Country Music and Common Sense Radio Show, and I'm your co-host, Billy Sharp. We will be right back after this break.
That's enough about me, Billy. Let's go back.
Yeah, when we get back.
Let's go to Sister.
Anybody use the bathroom? We do all that.
I keep looking at you. You Carolyn Jones.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Addison and East High.
Okay. Yeah. I wanted to ask you, the doctor you mentioned, Dr. Gregory Hall, he's at Cleveland Clinic?
Yeah, no, he's at university.
Okay, my husband is dealing with this